AJ, what kind of tone do you guys need to set in week one?
I feel like week one is going to be important, so we need to come out and we need to fly around as a defense and play together, play with a lot of passion. You know, it's the first home game of the new era, so I feel like we just need to get all of Manhattan ready for the season and just show them how we're going to play ball this year.
How much different are your responsibilities now at corner this year than they were last season?
I mean, last year, you know, we had Duke, and so we had that leadership. So now, I guess my turn to step into that leadership role and really set an example and set a precedent for all the other guys and show them what the rights and wrongs, the do's and the don'ts, and, you know, just teach them the tricks I've learned over the years.
How about just the way you're playing on the field? Do you feel like you guys are more aggressive as a unit, or how would you classify that?
I feel like, yeah, you could say we're more aggressive. I mean, week in, week out, it goes off the game plan, but for the most part, we play together. We're deep. We got a lot of people that could play, so I mean, I feel like we're gonna be ready to play.
You mentioned being deep. Everyone expects you and Walter to start, but what about the guys behind you? Your thoughts on those players?
I mean, we got Kiwi, D-Pat, Echo, Lance. We got the freshman Lolo. I call him Lolo. I mean, so we got a lot of people that can come in, fill, and play right off the bat. So I mean, going out there being comfortable is to have other people that can come in and give me a rest. That gives me a lot of confidence to go and play every play.
What can you say about Eli Sullivan and his journey back?
I mean, he inspires you because that's a kid that, you know, he gave everything he had, and then, you know, he had the injury that was sad, but he came back and he went to work, and just the energy and how he plays and the speed and the power that he plays with brings a lot to our defense, and it gets everybody going and energized.
What can you say about the demands that Coach Hayes makes for this defense going forward?
It's just you got to fly around. That's the biggest thing. It's everything's 100%, everything's full speed, everything's to the ball. So as a defense, if we're all playing like that, we're all playing with passion, we're all flying around, then I mean, we're gonna limit big plays.
How's the chemistry at corner with you and Walt? How do you guys click and kind of work off of one another there?
Oh man, Walt, that's my boy. You know, we came up here June 2016. He's been my roommate ever since, both Oklahoma kids. And so that's my brother. So we work out together in the summer. We do everything together. So the chemistry there is just perfect.
As a corner, do you have a personal preference between following one receiver to both sides of the field or having, a responsibility that you're going to stay on the same side on every play?
I mean, that depends on the coaches. I could do either or. I could follow a receiver, or I could stay on one side. So it just depends on going into the week and then what Coach Edison wants to do.
You talked about taking on more of the leadership role like that Duke had last year, and what came to mind all the time was he was like a big trash talker and very vocal. Is that your style too, or are you more of a lead by example guy?
My style is I'm vocal, but I'll pull guys to the side and talk to them one-on-one. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really the super vocal guys out there screaming, yelling, and saying stuff. But I'll pull you to the side and talk to you.
Who is that guy now with Duke gone for the defense?
I mean,
crazy screamer, yeller guy.
I mean, it's J-Ball, but I mean, he got hurt. So, but I mean, he's still out here practice, making his presence felt. I mean, but everybody on defense has a different personality, in a different role, and I feel like we mesh together very well.
The word about this defense has been aggressive. Mm-hmm. So for you as a corner, knowing that the front is going to be a lot more aggressive this year, how does that kind of change your mindset?
I mean, it doesn't really change your mindset, but it gives you feel like you don't have to cover as long as if they weren't aggressive. So the ball's gonna come out a lot quicker. So you could play down on stuff, and you don't gotta worry about double moves and deep balls because you got Reggie and Wyatt and people like that getting back there and limiting the time.
What's the best defensive play you've seen through camp?
What do you mean?
Oh, who's made the best defensive play?
Who's made the best defensive play? I gotta give it to Deuce. He made a play over the middle. He popped the ball up, grabbed it with one hand, brought it down, picked it off. So I feel like that was the best play I've seen.
Two more guys. So Daniel Green has impressed you then?
Oh man, Daniel Green, he came out. He's he's a big body. Learned the defense well. He's flying around. Our linebacking core is gonna be solid all around.
For those who haven't seen Wayne Jones play, what kind of player is he?
Man, he's a smart, athletic player. He's from Oklahoma too. Yeah. So he's just a kid that came out here ready to work, ready to get to it, learn the defense, picked it up well, and he just moves smoothly, moves fluidly, and understands the game.